Landon, this is one of those, you gave me the two stocks, I'm like, what? Weight Watchers and Planet Fitness, what do you got?
Yeah, so what's interesting about these companies is it's all about the New Year's resolutions. Customers, this is sort of like the Apple keynote in that we can see ahead of time what revenues are going to be like or membership levels are going to be like based on one event. So just like the Apple keynote where customers tip their hands as to whether or not they're buying an iPhone, for these two companies, New Year's resolutions is an extremely, extremely important time, and it shows what the membership levels are going to be like over the next year. And you can see over the last 5 or 6 years, Planet Fitness there in purple and Weight Watchers, or WW now, they changed their name, in blue. And you can see that over that time, Planet Fitness has been growing very well. Weight Watchers was struggling. The Oprah effect kind of kicked in 2016. They turned around in 2018, but now this is by far the lowest New Year's resolution season we have seen for Weight Watchers, while Planet Fitness, on the other hand, is doing extremely well, signing new people up with those New Year's resolutions. So pretty concerned about Weight Watchers going forward here. Membership could be in trouble over the next year just based on the fact that people are not really excited about signing up for their services. It looks like they're more interested in actually going to a gym and working out rather than getting coaching or learning about points and that kind of thing with Weight Watchers.
Landon, October 19th, 2015 is when they disclosed that Oprah had bought in for about $6.79 a share. So obviously that stock went pretty quickly to $105 from $6. Now it's all the way back down to 27. And your data, it's really the interesting part of this conversation for me is Planet Fitness and how they're doing this for $10 a month. How are they doing that?
Yeah, it's easy to make fun of a company that sounds an alarm when you try too hard, and they serve pizza and bagels, but people love it. And they do have two memberships. I think most people are in at $10 a month. They also have a $22 a month membership. And I think they've got 1,600 locations. Almost all of them are independently owned and operated. So they've got a lot of members, over twice as many as Weight Watchers. And so people are loving these services. They love the idea, at least, of signing up around New Year's, and maybe they just let that $10 a month tick on their credit card. We don't know if they're actually going, but we know when they're signing up, and they have signed up a lot this New Year's resolution season.
All right, speaking of pizza and bagels, let's bring it. I couldn't help myself. That's for the dad joke a couple weeks ago.
I can't blame you. I do it to myself.
Now Jenny Ord to talk about social media. I couldn't help myself.
We do belong to the same gym, Kevin.
Exactly. I see you at the gym. All right, Jenny, this is an odd couple, but Landon's, you can't, it's odd, or it's interesting because it's diverging. Right. You've got two things going in different directions. Is pretty amazing here.
But my only thing with that is people could quit the gym. So that's the New Year's resolution crowd. That doesn't mean they're staying with that membership all year, right? I mean,
exactly. I mean,
they're the January crowd, which you definitely see come and go going to the gym.
Oh, of course.
But what's interesting about social media today, kind of the buzz that I saw, is that people are really worried people will stop going to the gym with these things like Peloton coming out, and all these home gyms are getting even more popular. So that was kind of the noise. But then you look at the chart of Planet Fitness, and obviously they're not too affected by it.
Well, because Planet Fitness at $10 a month, there's not many home gyms. Remember, a Peloton is north of $2,000.
Right.
It's $10 a month.
Yeah, and suddenly if you don't go to the gym, $10 your waist isn't so bad.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so bad. If I miss today, it's what, 40 cents?
Right, exactly. But our first tweet says, we're already at the don't even bother coming to our gym for $10, but if you do, we have pizza and bagels model. So exactly what Landon just mentioned. So this is kind of funny because people actually really like this. And Landon, are you seeing that at all?
Yeah, they have high happiness. And again, it's easy to poke fun out of them, but they are just killing it as far as people signing up year over year, and the stock's at all-time highs. Whereas Weight Watchers, we saw the resurgence the year after Oprah came in. Obviously a lot of people signed up then, but then the year after that was the biggest purchase intent we saw on record. And we kind of predicted, we actually put a note out to all of our members. We predicted that call, and then it ran up to 100, and now, as you said, it's down 70% since then. And we had to do a double take on our data on New Year's resolutions information on Weight Watchers because it was just so low. It almost looked like a normal day for everyone else. So I think Weight Watchers has a big problem in that what they're offering not only has competition with real gyms and things like that, but there's a lot of free competition. They're essentially offering information as their service. They're selling how many points things have, what restaurants have different things, how to stay on track, coaching, that kind of stuff. And there are so many apps out there that are free, so many websites that are free, that they have a ton of free competition, whereas Planet Fitness, they don't have free competition unless you count going jogging or something like that. And at $10 a month, I think a lot of people are signing up, and you see the January crowd and they thin out, but they probably keep paying.
And this is what this economy does, Landon, right? It attacks margins. You can go on an app and do everything that Weight Watchers does for you for free on an app for a minimal amount of right on your phone. So I think that's the true competition.
I was say MyFitnessPal does an excellent job of that.
Exactly. Go ahead, Jen.
All right. So our next tweet is from Dams Consulting, who says, Weight Watchers, rumors all over the street, private equity will make a bid to take the company private. I guess JP Morgan downgrade made it cheap. So we're seeing kind of a mixed bag with Weight Watchers, like Landon has mentioned. Is there going to be a move to take this company private?
Weight Watchers has earnings, by the way, after the bell today, as does Planet Fitness. Go ahead, Landon.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's interesting when you look at these, this is a good point, because you look at these two companies on a fundamental basis. Planet Fitness has about almost 3 times the revenue, but their valuation is, my math is wrong. They have about half of the revenue, or a third of the revenue, but about 3 times the valuation. They have an 83 PE, where Weight Watchers is at about a 9. And so if you're thinking about taking one of those two over, it's definitely going to be Weight Watchers. They're priced very cheap compared to their revenue. And so that, if you're talking about a trade call as far as Weight Watchers bearish, that could be the potential risk to that, because they are very cheap right now compared to their revenue.